Yeah, hi, I'm Miles. We've just completed a build with Toby and his gang of merry men. It was kind of like a remote build, so we're here in Auckland, but the project was actually about 2 hours north of Auckland, up in Ruakaka. Toby got involved just after the design stage, started talking to him, and it was a kind of an interesting project because although I'm the client here in New Zealand, the main motive behind the whole project was actually my parents who are back in Ireland. They've been looking to build a second home or a summer home here to escape the Irish winters. We quickly figured out that the design of the house that we wanted for this project, which is a passive design, it's kind of like a very low footprint house. It wasn't going to fit within the parameters of what the big building companies had on offer. They kind of just wanted to build a certain type of house, and so it just wasn't really the right fit. So we needed a company that could actually work with the design and work with the entire project as opposed to the project bending around the builder. With this project, it was actually a remote project, so we're working Monday to Friday, so we couldn't really go up and down all that often. So whoever or whatever builder it took on the project, we really had to have a high degree of trust and I guess sort of respect in the quality that they do, so that we didn't have to be there so much. So we reached out to Craft Homes just to get some advice on some other builders that might be able to do it. But to our surprise, they were keen to actually get involved in the project, so that was a win-win for us. The most helpful things Craft did along the process was reacting to challenges that came up and also doing some what I call value add, where stuff that neither I nor the designer had thought of. Challenges always, I guess, come up. We haven't done a whole lot of these projects, but Toby has, and Craft Homes has worked on a lot of pretty impressive high quality type projects. So other ways are tweaks and small modifications to either how the project runs or the actual finished details of the house. He was able to bring those through and work with the designer and myself to actually get them done. Also, sometimes the designs always have to get tweaked when they actually hit the real site or the real world, or they react to council restrictions or so on and so forth. And whenever one of those happened, the phone calls or the conversations with Craft were always, here's the situation and here are some options around it. And the options were always really good ones and they were practical, but also maintained the quality or the aesthetics of the project. Now that the build is complete, it's been kind of interesting. So obviously it is a fantastic house up there. The funny side effect is we kind of are trying to figure out how we can rearrange our day-to-day lives here so that we can actually spend more time up there. We live here in Auckland and the place where you live is fine, it's your home. But then one day, now there's another house and it's like, oh, that one's nicer. So it's trying to figure out how we can actually get the most out of it. It doesn't matter what the job is, big or small, even if it's just a 5-minute conversation on the phone. Talking with Craft, and Toby in particular, he will always guide you and give you straight up quality advice, straight up front, no strings attached. If he gets involved in the project, he's refreshingly frank and efficient, shall we say, from start to finish. You know that it's going to be a good job, you know that the job will be done as best as can be done, with, I guess, time and money taken into account. He's just one of those people that you quickly develop a lot of trust in and you say, I'll get Toby to do it and I know that it will be done.